You have the floor.
Yes. Why do you believe the people of Hartford should trust you if you become their mayor?
I just want to say, Mr. McGee, I'm sorry, you are going to be starting this one.
Okay. Is that
You can repeat it if you need to.
Sure.
Why do you believe the people of Hartford should trust you to be their mayor?
The people of Hartford are extremely drained and tired of the rhetoric of this current administration. When you talk about, again, our neighbors, you talk about the increase in crime, you talk about the countless families who have to suffer from the disparities and inequalities in our housing. The reason I would be your great leader, your mayor, is because of several reasons. I'd like to meet you where you are. And in saying that, we have to ensure that we have people at the table who's going to believe in the leadership that they voted upon. Not just stepping in and then a year and a half in, I'm running for a different office, but staying here for the long haul and literally creating opportunities for the residents of Hartford to do better, be better. And so this is why I'm asking for your support to serve as your next mayor.
Mr. Perez.
I came to this city in 1969. Every time I asked somebody to help me, they helped me. My neighbors, my teachers, my minister, everybody helped me. I've always done the same thing to return that favor for Hartford. For the last 45 years, I've served in public life. I made one mistake. I regret that mistake. I've asked you to forgive me, and I ask you to give me a second chance to prove the great work that I could do if I become your mayor. That work will include the improvement of our schools, the improvement of our streets, the improvement of the morale of the employees of the city of Hartford. That work will be your work, because I'll ask you to join me in my journey to make Hartford the best city in America.
Mr. Bronin.
Okay, I would ask voters to look at my record, look what I've done. When I came in, we faced the biggest budget crisis this city has ever faced. We were on the brink of bankruptcy, and we didn't hide it. We didn't try to fake it. We didn't try to kick the can. We were honest about it. We had conversations throughout our community about the path forward and worked together to fashion that path and asked all stakeholders to come to the table. I didn't shy away from doing tough things. We had to do a lot of difficult things. We had to do some unpopular things. When you're mayor, you can't be afraid to do that. And so my promise to all of Hartford residents is that I'm going to continue to work my heart out. I'm going to continue to be honest with you. I'm going to continue to share what I really think. And I'm going to do my best to keep this city moving forward. And I think that those who have seen what we've done and tried to do over the last 3.5 years will see in that record somebody who is committed to moving the city of Hartford forward and not afraid to tackle the tough problems that we got.
Thank you, Mr. Bronin. Mr. McCauley.
Well, trust is a funny thing. You have to, trust is earned. And for 37 years, I've been here in the city of Hartford giving people a voice. A lot of those people are people whose points of view and opinions I vehemently disagree with. But I've always given them an opportunity to speak out. And I believe that, you're likely to do what you've done in the past. I don't think there's anybody that knows me in this city that does not know that my word is my bond. If I tell you I'm going to do something, it becomes a historical fact. That same attitude will go forward. Can you trust me? Most certainly. And if you ever believe that you can't, call me on the carpet publicly.
We have the 30-second optional rebuttals if you want. Mr. McGee, would you like yours?
I think you emphasize optional. And I'll take it. So having been born and raised in this city, my heart goes out to every single parent, my relatives who have been taken away from this earth by bullets. I am only reminded how important it is to have someone who understands this city. I know Mr. Perez has had his opportunity. Mr. Bronin, he's had his opportunity. Now is the time for the residents to have someone who really understands, but to also take an innovative approach to everything that we have going on in our city.
Mr. Perez, would you like your optional rebuttal?
Sure. The trust is important. Your record is important. And I hope that Hartford would understand my full commitment to the city. I will not run for another office during my first term. I will not run for another office during my second term. I will not run for another office during my third term. I will be for Hartford, for Hartford, for Hartford.
Mr. Bronin?
You know, former Mayor Perez was not for Hartford when he let a contractor get away with doing shoddy work that you can still see when you walk down Park Street in a crumbling sidewalk. He let the contractor get away with it because the contractor was rehabbing his kitchen in his home for free. Trust is earned. And I would ask everyone again, just look at the records. Haven't shied away from tough issues, but you know that I'll always tell you what I really think, and I'll always fight hard for what's in the best
Thank you,
interest of
Mr.
this
Bronin.
city.
Mr. McCauley, would you like yours?
For 37 years, if there was ever anybody that you needed to call, to talk to confide in, you've been doing it with me. Trust is earned. The question is, who do you trust?
Next question.